Welcome my class. Today we are going to discuss very interesting topic which is directly related to your daily life, and it is also very important. So as you know that every month a bill generating person is coming to your house and feeding some reading from taking your electronic meter and generating some bill, and that bill is paid by your parents. You are not paying attention on the LCD bill, what type of energy consumption is there and what type of reading it is displaying, how much energy consumption in your house. So you are a science student, you should pay attention on that, because a science student should be very curious, right now, and you know the energy. So why you are not paying attention on that? And also, if you know what is the energy consumption of your house, so also you can find out the various ways to minimize your electricity bill, right now. So today I'm going to give you some explanation of what type of energy consumption in your house, how you can minimize your energy consumption, and what type of energy consumption is displayed by your electronic meter, and that meter is displaying some reading, and this reading is what, right now. So after completion of this topic, you can understand what type of reading displayed by the meter. You generally heard about that. Simply the person is saying in your house your house is consuming 150 unit, or the 200 unit or 250 unit consumption is there. But what is that unit, right now? So today we are going to discuss this. So it is the part of the commercial unit, right now. So as you know that you are paying to electricity board or the electricity providing company the energy consumption which is taken by your house. That for that you are paying the money to the respective company or the electricity board, right now. So whatever energy your house is consuming, that energy consumption is paid to the electricity board or the particular company, right now. So that means your unit should be of the energy consumption is what? Joule. You know that the energy is measured in what? It is measured in the joule, right? That means your house is consuming the energy, and that energy should be measured in the joule, because the joule is the unit of SI unit of the energy. And simple, you should calculate what is the energy in the joule, and simply that certain value for that joule, and you have to pay for that. But it is not happening like that, because the joule is a very small unit, right now. For example, suppose you are going to purchase a particular article. For example, you are going to purchase a sugar on at a shop, and if you are asking, just give me the 2 kg sugar, so you are saying it is kg. You are not saying in the milligram. Why you are not saying in the milligram? Because it is not the commercial or it is not the conventional method unit to ask the sugar, right now. Similarly, because in your house the energy consumption is very high, right now. So joule is a very small unit. So if you are asking and if you are measuring your energy consumption of your house in the joule, joule is a very small, and you are measuring in the joule, that means it is a very high value, right now. So it is not conventional unit to measure your energy consumption in the house, because it is a very small unit, right now. Similar to the milligram, you are not asking to the shopkeeper to give me the sugar in the milligram. You are not asking like that. You are asking in the kg, right now, kilogram, because kilogram is the conventional unit to ask the sugar, right now. Similarly, for in your house the energy consumption is very high. That is why the joule is not conventional unit to measure the energy consumption of a house, right now. So what is the conventional unit to measure the energy consumption of the house? It is called the unit or kilowatt hour, right now. So kilowatt hour is the commercial unit to measure the energy consumption of a house. So what is the kilowatt hour? Let us understand. So few get confused, sir, kilowatt hour is the unit of energy consumption. How that derived unit will come? So let us see. You know the formula. The power is equal to what? E by T, right? Energy rate of energy, it is called power. So here you can see that E is equal to what? After cross multiplication, you will get P into T. Right? After E is equal to P into T. What E is what? The energy, P is the power, and T is the time. Right? So if you know what is the unit of energy, it is MK system, it is joule, and here the power in MK system or the SI system is in the watt, and time in SI system in the second. You can see that, so you can see here clearly the 1 joule is equal to watt into second. Right? Watt into second. So also the joule can be expressed in terms of watt and second. Right? That means in the watt and the time, second, in terms of second. But the commercial unit, because still the joule is very small, automatically the watt into second is also very small. So for the conventional commercial unit is kilowatt hour. Right? kWh. Right? kWh, kilowatt hour, or also in commonly known as the unit. Right? It is also known as the unit. And commonly we are saying it is unit, 1 unit, 2 unit, 5 unit, like this one. But the actual name is the kilowatt hour. So you can see here the watt and the second. That means you can also express the kilowatt hour into how much? Into watt and the second. Just to convert this one into the watt and the second. So kilowatt is there. So we can write 1000 into watt. So kilowatt can be converted into the 1000 watt, and hour can be written as 60 into 60. So that becomes second. Right? So after simplification, you will get 36 into 10 to the power 5. Right? And after multiplication, you get watt into second. Or you can write in the index form 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 watt into second. Watt into second. Now see here, watt into second is basically what? Joule. Right? So you can also write 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Right? So kWh, the kilowatt hour, is basically the unit of energy consumption, but it is the commercial unit. Right? Similar, it is similar to the, you are not asking the sugar to the shopkeeper in the milligram, right? Because the energy consumption or the quantity of the sugar is very high, right? That is why you are asking in the kilogram, the conventional way. Similarly, the energy consumption is very high. That is why you are not asking, you are not measuring into the joule, because see here, here the 1 kilowatt hour or the single unit of your energy consumption is equals to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Right? See, this value is very high. Right? And in your house, generally the simple house is consuming around 200 unit. Right? So 200 unit. If you measure the value into joule, how large value is that? That is why the joule is not the conventional way to measure the energy consumption. So that is why you are measuring into the kilowatt hour, right, in the unit. So 1 kWh, 1 kilowatt hour to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Clear? Now you can understand the kilowatt hour is basically the commercial unit, which is basically measuring the energy consumption, right? Because this value is equal to the joule, right? So here 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 into joule. So it is a part. It is a commercial unit to measure the energy consumption of your house. So this is your 1 kWh. So basically your electronic meter in your house is measuring the this value, right? This value unit 1 kWh. So in your electronic meter, a button is there. When you are pressing the button, so different things, date is coming, kW is coming, kWh is coming. So the bill generating person is, when it is coming, it is pressing the button, and whatever the reading displayed in the kWh section, that reading is fed in his machine, and then the result bill is generated. Right now, so this is the way. So when it is feeding the value of the kWh, that will give you, by comparing your previous month consumption, what is the last reading up to which unit you have paid. After the next energy consumed in your house is fed in the machine, and automatically the bill get generated. So this is the way how your electronic meter is generating the bill. The person is feeding the value and the bill is generated. Now the question is how you can minimize your energy consumption of your house, right? So you know that every household appliances there is a power rating is there. Power rating means if you are purchasing the bulb, it is mentioned like that. It is 100 watt oblique 220 volt. Right now, if you are purchasing the bulb, it is mentioned 100 watt into 220 volt. Right now, so here you know that what is the unit of power. So that means if you are using the appliances, those have the high power rating. That will consume more energy. Right now, so you should purchase the appliances such that whose power rating, which is mentioned on the appliances, power rating should be minimum. Right now, that is why in the current situation, the companies are mentioning on the appliances is the 3-star device, 4-star device, 5-star device. So this star is basically after calculation of the power consumption of your appliances, they are giving some star. Right now, so if you are purchasing the 5-star or the 4-star, so that is the indication. That that appliances is consuming the less energy. Right now, less energy. So that is why it is mentioned. It is marked to the 3-star or the 4-star, the 5-star like this one. Right now, so whenever you are going to purchase a particular appliances, you should see the power rating or the appliances star. Right now, star. That will give you the clear indication what is its energy consumption as compared to other available appliances. So if you want to minimize your energy consumption of your house, you should prefer the less power rating appliances, right? Less power rating. Now you know the current situation in every house. Generally, we are using the LED bulb. 100 watt bulb is you can see the 100 watt. The power rating is very high, and in the current situation, you can see the LED bulbs are generally we are using of the rating of 9 watt, right now, 9 watt, 220 volt, or 12 watt, right now, 15 watt, right now, 18 watt, like this one. So you can just compare. If our old bulb, the yellow type bulb, is consuming 100 watt. Right now, and it is the 9 watt, 12 watt, 15 watt, and 18 watt is the rating mentioned. Right now, so here you can see in unit time, the power consumption by the bulb is 100 watt. Right now, while in unit time, the power consumption by the LED bulbs here only 9 watt. Right now, only 12 watt, only the 15 watt, only the 18 watt, depending upon the rating mentioned on the bulb. Right? That is why the LED bulbs are get more popular. Nobody is using now that yellow type bulb is now, because the power rating of that bulb is very high, 100 watt. Right now, you can use around 6 or 7 LED bulb of rating 15 watt in the same amount of the energy which is taken by the 100 watt bulb. Right now, so that is why you should, whenever if you want to minimize your energy consumption of your house, or you minimize your household electricity bill, so you should avoid those type of appliances. Those have the high power rating, right? And every appliances have the mention their power rating. So whenever you are purchasing a particular appliances and your parents are purchasing, you should see, because you are the science student, you should take the initiative. If whatever the power rating mentioned on the appliances, you should check it at least and give your parents to suggestion that this appliances is good if it is consuming the less power, right? If you are purchasing the ceiling fans are also the same type of the ceiling fan, having the same type of the RPM, 400 RPM, but the prices are different. Why the price of one of the 400 RPM ceiling fan has the cost of 2000 and one is only 1200? So why it is costing the 2000? Why it is asking for 800 rupees extra? Because if you check if you check the power rating, you will see the power consumption of that 2000 rupees ceiling fan is very less. It is only consuming 50 watt. Right now, it is only consuming 50 watt, while the 1200 rupees, also the output, the rotation is same, 400 RPM, but the energy consumption of the 1200 rupees is around 80 watt, 100 watt, like this one. Right now, so if any particular, if you have the variety of the appliances and if the prices are different, so because of the power rating, whatever the mark is mentioned, power rating markup on the appliances, you should at least check it and see the energy consumption of the different appliances, and according to the different appliances you can easily find out which one is better. Right now, so it is not the matter of parents ki electricity bill is only paid by your parents, that is why you should not take the interest of the electricity bill. You should see at least, and at least give your suggestion to your parents how you can minimize the electricity bill of your household in your house. Right now, so I hope you understand the commercial unit, the kWh or the unit, and let us discuss some question which is related to the commercial unit. Right now, so let us see the question. The question is given in the NCERT. An electric refrigerator rated 400 watt operates 8 hours per day. What is the cost of the energy to operate it for 30 days at rupees 3 per kWh? Right now, that means the 1 unit cost 3 rupees. This is the tariff of the electricity company or any electricity board, 3 rupees per unit. Right now, it is also mentioned unit or the kWh. So here we have one appliances. I already mentioned every appliances have some power rating. So here the power rating is mentioned is 400 watt. Right there. And this refrigerator on time in a day is 8 hours. In a day it is operating only 8 hours. Rest time it is off. Right there. And we have to find if it is operating for 30 days, then what is the energy consumption and what is the cost for that energy consumption. We have to find. I hope you understand the question. Let us find out for 30 days how much energy is consumed by the refrigerator. Right? So just see. Just note down the given parameter. Right? The first given parameter. So given the power rating, power is 400 watt. Right now, 400 watt it is power rating is given, and the switching operating time is 8 hours per day. Right now, per day it is 8 hours per day, and cost of 1 kWh is equals to 3 rupees. So these three values are given in the question. Right? So let us. So how we can find this? The answer simple. We have to find the energy consumed by the refrigerator in 30 days. Right? In 30 days, and after that we just find what is the energy in unit, and when you find the unit or in kWh, after that just multiply by 3, you will get your answer. Right now, so let us find out I am erasing this one. Let us see the energy consumption by the refrigerator in 30 days is given by how much that will be. So you know that E is equal to P into T. From the formula you know that E is equal to what? P into T. So P is given in the question. How much? 400 watt. So 400 multiplied by, you need time. So it is operating in a day only 8 hours. So if you multiply by the 8 hour, you will get the energy consumption of 1 day, right? 1 day. But we have to find for the, you can say, for 30 days. For 30 days. So it is the energy consumption of 1 day. So multiply by 30. Right? So this value is given in the watt and this one in the hour. So this value will come in the watt into hour. Right? Because the value of it is mentioned, see, 400 watt. So unit is 400 into watt and this time is given in the hour. So 8 into 30, it is basically the hour. Right? So just multiply this one. So you will get 8 4 is 32, 3200 into 30, or you will get 32 3 is 96, 96 and 3, 30. So you will get watt into hour. Right? So this is your energy consumption of by the refrigerator in a 1 month or for the 30 days. But we have to convert this watt hour into kWh because we have given the cost for the kWh, kilowatt hour. So simple, we can convert this watt hour into kilowatt hour. How we can find? We can write it is 96 and it's 1000, just divide, that become kilowatt, right? Kilowatt, and it is already the hour is there. Right? So simple, you can convert the watt into a kilowatt by simple dividing by 1000. So that become kilowatt, 96 kilowatt into the hour. Right now, so kilowatt hour is basically called kWh. So you know it is 96 unit. Right now, 96 unit or kWh is consuming 96 unit for the kWh in 30 days. But our question is to find what is the cost. What is the cost for that energy consumption? So already we have calculated the energy consumption. Just find out the cost for that. So you will get the cost. Cost will be how much? So 96 into 3. And the unitary method. 1 unit cost 3 rupees. So 96 unit cost 96 into 3. So the after multiplication, 3 6 are 18, 8, 28. So 288 rupees. Right? 288 rupees is the cost of the energy consumption by the refrigerator in 30 days. Right now? So this is your question. So I hope you understand here. Let us summarize the question again. We know that the power rating is given in the refrigerator. So here we have to find what is the energy consumed by the refrigerator in 30 days. So E is equal to, from formula E is equal to P into T. This is the value of the P, 400 watt, and multiply by the time. Time is 8. So when you multiply 400 into 8, you will get it is the energy consumed in 1 day. But we have for 30 days, so just multiply by 30. So after simplification, you will get it is the 96 unit. The energy is consumed by the refrigerator. So you know the cost of the 1 unit is 3 rupees. So just multiply by the 3 of the energy which already we have calculated, and you will get the total cost of the energy consumed by the refrigerator. Clear? So I hope you understand this. And if you have any doubt, you should mention in the comment section. Thank you.